The rise and fall of the Aztec Empire. Welcome to Ancient Echoes. Today, we travel back in time to the heart of Mesoamerica to uncover one of history's most fascinating civilizations, the Aztec Empire. Known for their magnificent cities, complex society, and powerful warriors, the Aztecs thrived for nearly 200 years before facing a dramatic collapse that changed the course of history. Join us as we explore their rise, glory, and ultimate fall. Origins of the Aztec civilization. The Aztec people, also known as the Mexica, migrated into the Valley of Mexico around the 13th century. They were originally a nomadic tribe, wandering the highlands of central Mexico in search of a land that matched a prophecy. According to legend, their god Huitzilopochtli, the god of sun and war, instructed them to settle where they saw an eagle perched on a cactus, holding a snake in its beak. This vision led them to Lake Texcoco, where they would eventually build their capital city, Tenochtitlan, in 1325. Despite being initially small and surrounded by hostile neighbors, the Aztecs used their resourcefulness, strategic alliances, and military prowess to grow into a powerful empire. Society and culture. Aztec society was highly organized and hierarchical. At the top stood the emperor, Huitzilopochtli, considered both a political leader and a divine representative of the gods. Nobles held positions as governors, priests, and military leaders, while commoners worked as farmers, artisans, and traders. Slaves existed but could sometimes earn their freedom. Religion was central to Aztec life. They worshipped a pantheon of gods, with Huitzilopochtli, sun and war, Tlaloc, rain, and Quetzalcoatl, wisdom and wind, being among the most important. Human sacrifices were performed as offerings to the gods, believed to sustain the sun and maintain cosmic balance. Festivals, rituals, and ceremonies marked every part of daily life. Education was also valued. Boys trained in military skills or priesthood, while girls learned domestic skills, weaving, and moral teachings. Society emphasized honor, courage, and loyalty to the empire. Achievements and architecture. The Aztecs were master builders. Their capital, Tenochtitlan, was a city of astonishing scale, built on an island in Lake Texcoco. Canals crisscrossed the city, functioning like streets, and they engineered chinampas, or floating gardens, which allowed them to grow crops on the lake surface. Temples, palaces, and marketplaces reflected their architectural and artistic prowess. The great temple Templo Mayor stood as a symbol of their devotion to the gods, featuring twin shrines for Huitzilopochtli and Tlaloc. Markets like Tlatelolco were bustling centers of trade, with thousands of merchants selling everything from food and textiles to gold and jade. Aztec art, sculpture, and codices, books written on bark paper or deerskin, recorded history, religion, and astronomy. Their calendar system, including the 260-day ritual calendar and the 365-day solar calendar, demonstrated remarkable knowledge of time and celestial cycles. Military and expansion. The Aztec military was crucial to their rise. Young men trained rigorously in schools called Cameca and Telpochcali, learning combat, strategy, and weaponry. The Aztecs used weapons like macuahutl, a wooden sword with obsidian blades, and atlatl, spear throwers, giving them an advantage in battle. Through warfare and alliances, the Aztecs expanded their control across central Mexico. They imposed tribute systems, demanding resources, food, and labor from conquered city-states. This system allowed Tenochtitlan to thrive economically and ensured the empire's dominance. Despite their power, the Aztecs relied heavily on diplomacy and intimidation. Conquered peoples often became part of the empire rather than being annihilated, although tribute and sacrifices maintained Aztec supremacy. Encounter with the Spanish conquistadors. In 1519, the Aztec Empire faced its greatest challenge, the arrival of Spanish conquistadors led by Hernán Cortés. Initially welcomed by Emperor Moctezuma II, the Spaniards exploited political tensions among the Aztecs and neighboring tribes. The Spaniards had superior weapons, horses, and cannons, and they forged alliances with tribes hostile to the Aztecs. Diseases like smallpox ravaged the population, killing thousands who had no immunity. Despite fierce resistance, Tenochtitlan was besieged for months, leading to starvation and disease among the defenders. By August 13, 1521, the city fell. The once mighty Aztec Empire was no more, leaving the Spanish in control of central Mexico. The fall of the Aztec Empire. The fall of the Aztec Empire was a combination of military defeat, disease, and internal divisions. Moctezuma's initial indecision, along with betrayal by neighboring tribes, weakened resistance. While the Aztecs fought bravely, the combination of European technology and devastating epidemics was overwhelming. Yet, the empire's legacy endured. Spanish colonizers adopted some Aztec agricultural practices. Foods like maize, tomatoes, and cacao spread worldwide, and the rich culture, myths, and language of the Nahua people continued to influence modern Mexico. Legacy of the Aztecs. Today, the Aztecs are remembered not only for their power but also for their contributions to art, agriculture, and knowledge. Mexican culture retains many Aztec traditions, from language Nahuatl words like chocolate and tomato, to festivals like Dia de los Muertos, which trace roots to ancient rituals. Archaeological sites like the ruins of Tenochtitlan, now Mexico City, and Templo Mayor continue to reveal secrets about their civilization. The story of the Aztecs reminds us of the resilience, ingenuity, and complexity of human societies, and how even the greatest empires can fall. Thank you for joining us on Ancient Echoes. The story of the Aztec Empire is a powerful reminder of ambition, culture, and the fragility of even the mightiest civilizations. Don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the past, and hit the bell icon to never miss an episode of Ancient Echoes.